Okay, that's me. Do I look older to you today? I'm a day older than I was yesterday, and I'm not young anymore. So let's read the Power Minute today, because I think it also rhymes so well with this new year for me, as I celebrated my birthday yesterday. And I want to tell you, by faith, thank you every one of you who sent me a birthday wish. You guys are so kind. I love you guys, and I appreciate everything you do for me, in encouraging me and in reminding me that I'm not forgotten. So thank you. Anyway, today's Power Minute is called Yielded and Willing. Our verse is Luke 5:11. And when they had brought their boats to land, they left everything and followed him. Him is Jesus. One of my favorite Christians of all times is D.L. Moody, the great Chicago pastor of old. Someone once told D.L. Moody, there is no limit to what God can do with a man who is yielded and willing to do his will. Moody's response was radical and inspiring. He looked at a man who spoke these words to him and said, by the grace of God, Edwards, I am determined to be that man. And so he was. Today, Dwight L. Moody has a college and a radio station and a church in Chicago that still bear his name. He was a man totally dedicated to God and his ways. He lived what he believed. When I hear stories like this one about D.L. Moody, I too am inspired and challenged to step it up a bit in my walk with the Lord. Like Moody, I want to be able to say, by the grace of God, my friend, I am determined to be that woman. I want God to do through my life above and beyond what my mind can even imagine. Don't you? Here's a question for you today. To the best of your knowledge, are you totally yielded and willing to do God's will in your life? Is there any area in your life where you might be holding back from God? I hope not. I hope the answer that you give to these questions is exactly as Moody's was, that you want to be that man or woman fully surrendered to God, yielded and waiting to do his will. There's no joy like the joy of being a Christian. It is an awesome thing to be a Christian, a follower of Jesus Christ. If you've ever listened to our morning minutes, those are 5-minute Bible studies where I go through verse by verse books of the Bible. They're available on our app, the Living with Power app. If you want them, they're free. Just download the app and look for morning minutes. And if you haven't subscribed to my website, livingwithpower.org, do it now. And if you need prayer, share a direct message with me or just put a comment here. And why don't you tag somebody you know? They might find these things encouraging. And if not, just know that we love you, praying for you. And we are fully yielded and willing to God to serve you in any way that he wants us to. By the way, if you're listening, that's the red cardinal. He's been singing during this whole episode. If I had a visual of him, I would try to show you, but I'll try to put a picture. They're all over my yard these days. I feel God's favor on me when they come in my yard, which is absolutely not biblical, but I love it. And I dreamed recently that I had a nest full of little red cardinals in my front yard, and it was the best dream I could have ever had in my life. So that's my story. That's the red cardinal, and I will have a picture in the story of those cardinals in my yard. All right. Have a great weekend. Every day is a gift from God. I hope you take advantage of every minute of today. All right. Take care, guys.